Yeah, there she is. 6 minutes after 9 o'clock, Carol Ann Baldwin is in the studio. We're in the garden with Carol Ann, and you can be in the garden with us if you give us a call at 622-9622 and have all of the questions you have about your lawn and your garden. And the only thing I have is the next time I cut my grass going to be the last time for the year. Good morning, Carol Ann.
Good morning, Larry. Sorry.
Am I done?
No,
one more cut and I'm done?
Probably
No?
not. Probably not. We've been quite warm, so and still getting rain. You'll probably need to be cutting. We usually cut into about early November, or the end of October is usually the last. So you got a couple more weeks to go.
It did seem like it slowed down a little bit this
week. It probably has. If everybody's noticed, the mornings, if you happen to be someone who's up early, it's still dark at or dusk or dawn, I guess you need to call it. And 6:45 in the morning, it's still a little bit on the dim side out. So fall it's on its way, and like I always say here, it's not, especially for those who may be new to the area, fall is not a temperature. It's a day length. It's for us, yes, a little bit of temperatures will begin to come in, and the lower humidities, hopefully, but it's pretty humid out there today.
I record at home, and
right.
I mean, we record here, but this is more soundproof. At home, it's not at all.
No,
and so when lawnmowers are on, I pretty much have to wait.
Right.
So lawnmowers stopped, and I was ready to record, and in my headset, I could hear this chorus of bugs. I don't know if they're katydids or crickets.
Could be cicada. Yeah, the cicada. Yeah.
Is that what they call it? Or whatever it is. There's it sounds like there's millions. I was like, oh my gosh. But then you know what? After this is at dusk.
Right.
Then just after that, They stop.
Yeah, and a lot of things are like that. They're daytime or nighttime sounding insects, and you'll hear the cicadas, and it probably was the cicadas because we had a few of them when we were camping. And
it's just came
crashing. One came crashing through the table, and of course there were much arms flailing because it was right there.
You wouldn't think it would affect the recording, but you can hear it in the background.
Yeah, you can hear it. Right. Well, they are loud. Yeah. You get a lot of them going, and like you say, your home is not soundproof.
No, not at all. All right, you do have a phone call, and phone calls are welcome and invited. Please call if you would like. It doesn't have to be a question. The number is 622-9622. You can call just to say hi to Carol Ann. Good morning. Thank you for calling and for waiting. You're on the air with Carol Ann.
Okay. Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Hey, Hugh.
Now you were complaining about it being dark in the morning, and boy, I just don't like that. I have to get up at 6:30, 6:45. First thing I got to do is take the dogs out across the street to the field and let them do their business. And we got bears roaming around our area, and it's still dark and you can't really see. Thank God for the harvest moon, but that'll only be for a couple more days. But I just don't. What I want to know is, did they move that daylight saving thing back to the first Sunday in November?
That's what it. It has been right within that time period. The last few years has been that first of November kind of thing.
Yeah, but it just seems like it's later than it used to be. I don't know.
It is. Yeah, it is. Then but it's been, I want to say, probably 4 years, maybe 5 at least. That it's been that early November, that first week, because I remember it fell on. It fell right on my brother's birthday the one year when Halloween was on a Saturday, I guess it was. So my brother's birthday was the Sunday. So it is one of those things that they have moved it.
I really wish we wouldn't have daylight savings time, because for me it's good, and I don't think it's really actually good for anybody, but maybe the farmers. But I don't think they really use it that much anymore either.
No. Our agriculture nowadays is a lot different than what it used to be. Of course, though, cows and things like that need milking and that you're tending to are still coming up at the crack of dawn or whatever. Those things they're still on a timer, on a natural timer. You're not going to change animals too easily.
Right.
It is. I think it's just. I don't know really what daylight savings time does for us too much anymore, because it actually seems to throw kids standing at a school bus in the dark. When it was supposed to change some of that, or it gave us longer time in the afternoon. Well, I don't know if that does much good either, because it's, you're either walking around in the dark or standing on the street corner in the dark. but
Right.
our gardens don't care.
While I'm complaining, I got one more complaint that kind of really hurts me too. Is yesterday I went over to Walmart, the garden center. I needed some fire ant killer.
Right.
And I walk into the garden center. It's not there anymore. It's Christmas land. The trees, the ornaments, everything. For God's sakes, it's 5 weeks to Halloween and it's Christmas already there.
Yeah, well, that's because of retail. If they don't put it on the shelves, and I've learned this by going into retail and seeing it, I was on the outside a little bit, but seeing what it is that a lot of the times the Halloween stuff's already sold out, maybe minus costumes and stuff, but decorations and things like that, people don't wait. They want what they didn't get last year. They're going to be in there and get it first thing, and so that's part of what that is. But you're right, especially in places like, say, Walmart or Kmart and things like that, where they actually change their garden centers, actually their seasonal department, and they just they eliminate maybe not all of their garden chemicals, but quite a bit of it. I think you should still be able to find some fire ant stuff and mosquito spray and things.
I had to go way in the back of the store to a different spot where you had all that stuff jammed in, but I told the checkout lady when I was leaving, I said, God, at least they could wait for the first cold front before they put that stuff up,
Well, that's kind of hard, because that might not happen till January.
Well, that'd be all right, too.
Right. We just have to it's just something that's going to happen, and I've seen it, like I said, going into retail, I've seen where that they have actually sold out of Christmas by the 1st of December. Or down so far that by the Christmas Eve, where everybody thinks they're going to get some bargains, there's kind of slim pickings, and then that week after Christmas, when it's really discounted, there's very little left.
Yeah. Okay, well, thank you and have a good day.
You too. Thanks for calling.
Thank you, Hugh. And by the way, thank you for the pretzels.
Yeah, pretzels.
Hugh brought us 2 pretzels at the Bowl-a-thon for Habitat for Humanity.
Oh, nice.
I kept bragging about those pretzels.
Oh, they're good pretzels.
They're really good.
Yeah.
Bowling alley.
Okay, good.
Bowling alley pretzels are really good.
Cool.
I don't know if it's an Ocala thing or if the whole world has good pretzels.
At bowling
alleys.
I don't know.
Are you a bowler?
Not really. No. Was never real good.
You don't have to be good.
I mean, once you get past the age of 5, they take the bumpers away.
Isn't that the game where you don't have to be good? I thought that was the game. Well, they say golf is
you can still have fun. And do. It's just,
You just have to be better than yourself, next time.
Right. But
Whatever.
I always had a little issue with the wrists and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Made it
But anyway, so the
difficult.
pretzels are really good.
Are good.
And so,
Cool.
and Hugh brought us 2 of them.
Nice.
One for me, one for Robin.
Nice.
They come with a little melted cheese.
Yeah.
The pretzels go without the cheese, though.
They're good, yeah. Good salted pretzel. that are a good mustard with them.
Do you? Okay, I have a question.
Yeah.
Not that I'm changing the subject, but do you think? Okay, do you think it's hotter than it normally is this time of year? I heard somebody saying this is the global warming and everything. I feel like this is normal.
We've had, actually, I think it is, because I've had a friend online who was saying it's such and such amount of days of temperatures above 90. And we have 100 and something days, so we've already had 101. So we only have such and such amount of more days over 90 degrees. So we're kind of normal. I guess than our average. Yeah, within our average.
If this is what I remember, if somebody said what was life like in Florida if I ever moved away, I would say, well, it does the winter. What is winter like in Florida? I would say, well, basically you get this false sense that the winter's coming around the middle or late October.
Right.
And because I can remember walking on Halloween and sweating.
Yeah.
And then it goes away, and then it gets warm. It doesn't really get cold. If you're lucky, it'll be cold on Christmas.
Right. Or the morning may be cold, and it warms up, quite a bit.
The dependable cold is usually January.
January, February. I always call, I call February February because it has a tendency to be our worst winter temperatures.
So I feel like this is normal. I don't know.
September is generally pretty hot. October, we can get some cooling. Normally, the humidity begins to come down, and I think I heard on the weather today that today was going to be quite humid, but we had some drier air coming in. So it's that drier air that's actually are
making us feel better,
are making us feel cooler, and sort of are ushering in towards our fall weather, which doesn't really start. I mean, what's first day of fall is that this month? Is that
yeah, it's like maybe tomorrow.
The 21st, 22nd.
Yeah.
And so for us, no, that's just a number. It's another day on the calendar.
Right.
But we usually, within the next few weeks, start to feel a little less humidity. The mornings might be cooler. The evenings, it may cool down a little quicker. And part of that, too, is that the days are getting a little shorter, so that sun's going down a little earlier.
That's true. That's true, too.
It's still great gardening weather. You're almost in a in between. Don't rip it out yet. Summer annuals, because you're not going to get the cool season stuff for another several weeks. Do you pull the stuff out? Do you leave it in there? What do you do? That's a personal thing on that. If you want to rip it out and get it ready for in a few weeks, you can do that as well.
Take a little break and we'll be right back. If you would like to call the show, you are invited to do that. The number is 622-9622. We'll be right back with Carol Ann in the garden with Carol Ann after this break.
Is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. A mixture of sun and clouds with a couple of thunderstorms in the area during the afternoon hours. High of 87 to 89, and then it clears back out tonight, a low of 72 to 75. Tomorrow and Thursday, we'll have another thunderstorm in the afternoon. Otherwise, partly sunny with a high of 88 to 90. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Maggie Johnson.
Keep up with what's going on in the downtown area with Ocala Downtown Newspaper. Delivering thousands of newspapers to businesses in the downtown area, Ocala Downtown is there to keep you informed. They even have Tom's Picks, a free referral for people who are looking for a company to do work for them. Tom's Picks will refer the company that fits your needs, and all we ask in return is that you tell them where you heard about it. It's simple. For more info, just call Tom's Picks, 352-804-1223, and pick up your copy of the Downtown Ocala newspaper today.
Now read Ocala Downtown newspaper online.
Some would say that this country is in the toilet. Some would even go so far as to say the economy is going down the drain. But we say, if water runs through it, we do it!
Hi, I'm Sean Scott, owner of Mike Scott Plumbing, and I approve this message.
Veterans are the foundation upon which our freedom is built. Listen to The Source, WOCA, each Thursday at 9 a.m. to Veterans News with Hank Whittier from Vets Helping Vets. You'll hear tributes, information on veterans issues, and stories that will make you laugh, cry, and feel proud. Veterans News always focuses on the military, past and present, and on our first responders. Veterans News is brought to you each week by Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens and Nursery, keeping you blooming since 1952.
Need a mailbox rental but need more information? Remember Personal Service Center, 789-6683. How does $10 a month sound with just a 3-month commitment? Remember Personal Service Center, 789-6683. Mention WOCA and the setup fee is waived. Personal Service Center will email or text notifications to you when your packages arrive. Even scan mail so you never actually have to pick it up. Now that's service. Personal Service Center, 789-6683. Located on the corner of Northeast 25th Avenue and 24th Street, Ocala. Look for the yellow signs.
Hi, this is JP from Penn Flooring here in Ocala. I would like to invite you to come in and visit our spacious showroom where we have solutions for every style and budget. From wall-to-wall carpet to hardwood floors and tiles, we have an unsurpassed selection of flooring. At Penn Flooring, we've provided quality customer service with a family touch for over 25 years. Visit our website at pennflooring.com or come by our showroom, 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the bridge. Penn Flooring, quality customer service with a family touch.
All right, 20 minutes after 9 o'clock. Beautiful looking Tuesday. I don't know. I'm really appreciating the weather. Carol Ann is here, Carol Ann Baldwin, and we're talking about your gardens and your lawns. And your questions and your comments are always invited during this show, as in most shows we do here in WOCA. And the number is 622-9622.
And everything's going on. You see, if anybody's watching,
Got
I got papers and stuff all over the place. Just to go through a few of them real quick, because I know we really only have a few minutes before we do go to the bottom of the hour. if you're interested in a Florida-friendly landscaping homeowners workshops, these ones are going to be at the YMCA on 17th Street, and they begin this Thursday. These are all Thursdays from 10 to noon, the 22nd, the 29th, October 6th, and 13th. It is free. It's a 4-part workshop, and I just said it was free. If you attend all 4 of the sessions, so each session is a different session, is something different. You're not going to get the same thing over and over again. You'll get a free yard evaluation that's conducted by Master Gardeners. You do need to register, and because it's already the 20th, and if you're interested, I would call over to the Ag Center office today, and their number is 671-8400. And this is all the Florida-friendly landscaping. It used to be, I forget what they used to call it, but FYN. But this is now the FFL, and it just some nice land. The 4 weeks you'll learn the principles to help manage and maintain your landscape while helping you to save money, time, and resources. So yeah, give a call over to Extension if you're interested. And these are Thursdays from 10 a.m. to noon. And of course, we also have the Master Gardener Fall Plant Sale, not to be confused with last week's Vegetable Garden Expo or the Spring Festival. This is a plant sale where the plants are grown by Master Gardeners, and that'll be Saturday, October the 1st, so you got 2 more weeks. And we've got fruit trees, ornamentals, shade trees and shrubs, natives, butterfly plants, hummingbird plants, as well as the rain barrels, Melaleuca mulch, which is sort of an environmentally friendly, as well as pest-resistant mulch, micro-irrigation supplies, publications that the university puts out. Master Gardeners will be there for consultation, and our South Oaks 4-H will be there as your rent-a-kid for our tote service. But you can always bring your own wagon when you come. Just one thing we ask you not to bring is your pets. We don't want you to have to leave them in the vehicle because it's too hot. And it's, we don't need anybody. We don't want your dog hurt, and we don't want somebody else to be hurt by them.
Something non-guard related that I know you're involved with, and it's close to your heart, is the Traveling Vietnam Wall.
Yes.
And that's not
That's coming in on the 29th. To Dunellen. And I can't remember the name of the park. Ellis.
Ernie Mills?
Ernie Mills Park. Ernie Mills Park. It's coming in on the 29th, and I think it's staying through Actually, it's staying quite a long time. I should have brought up my email on that.
I think Robin has it probably in this.
She may have, so we may have it around here. But it will be at least through the weekend, and a nice, if you've never seen the traveling tribute wall, it is, it is an exact replica of what's in Washington, D.C. The wall is, and there's usually some other displays shown up. On the first Saturday, October 1st, will be a welcome ceremony with patriotic singers and speakers. Special guest will be the Last Patrol. If they're performing the Last Patrol, that again is a very powerful short play kind of thing. It lasts maybe 10 minutes, but is a really good event. And Sunday it is a closing event, so it's only through Sunday, 4 p.m. They'll have this, again, singers and speakers in the POW table presentation, which if you've never seen that, again, it's a very moving presentation. And it's being hosted by the Dunellen Area Chamber of Commerce. If you need some more information, 352 area code 489-2320, and it's a great thing to bring that local if you've never been. If you've got just children who don't understand, it doesn't get talked about too much, in history and things. I think it does maybe a little more than it did when I was in high school. But probably not near as much, and we need to all remember and salute our veterans, because without them, we don't have our freedoms.
That's right.
So, but we also got a couple. We're giving away some tickets today.
It's up to you. We have them, and we thought that this is the best segment of the. Hush, my computer's sitting there chirping at me.
what did we say this was? This is the Junior League of Ocala is hosting their 21st annual autumn gift market, and these are tickets that are valued at $5. So I guess at the end of the show we'll give them away, or you want to give them away at the bottom of the hour? We got 4 of them here.
The bottom of the hour is like 3 minutes away. So.
Okay, why don't we give them away at the bottom of the hour? So when we go to the news break, if you're interested in.
And this is at the extension office?
This will be at the extension office. The time is from Saturday 7 a.m. to 6 p.m., Sunday 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., and 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Sunday, and this is October 1st and 2nd.
Okay.
So we got to, it's a couple weekends away,
Yeah.
and sounds like a fun event. I just have a feeling I'll be working.
So we have 4 tickets, so whoever wants them.
Whoever wants them, if you're interested. First come, first serve. You got some autumn gifts market, which get your Christmas shopping done before the 1st of November. But I have another real quick thing that's going on that I was asked if I couldn't promote, and this is the 10th annual Nelson Chapel Memorial Golf Outing and Party to benefit Hospice of Marion County. This is October 23rd at the Country Club of Silver Spring Shores, 633 Silver Road in Ocala, a 9 a.m. shotgun start with scramble format. It's $50 per player with sponsorships available. A party immediately following will be at the English Dart Tavern with prizes and raffles and auction and food, drink specials, bands, local vendors, etc. And you can call over to the English Dart Tavern at 352-624-3200 for some more information and details about possible sponsorships and such.
All right. Busy time of year for you.
It is. It is. All kinds of things going on. Yeah.
How was your little
How was my trip? It was fantastic. We had a great time. Gorgeous weather. Had a breeze.
Was good the whole time?
No, it rained on Friday. It rained almost all day on Friday.
Catch any fish?
Yeah, we did. We caught some nice whiting, which we enjoyed. We munched on those, and we ate well and enjoyed friends and the beach and just
is your tent literally on the beach?
No, you're behind the dunes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because it's on the peninsula, and you have the bay to the one side and the Gulf on the other, and they have boardwalk path over to the beach. A real pretty park. Had deer right next to next to the campsite, and
oh my goodness, that sounds wonderful.
Oh, we just had a great time. Had 3 campsites in a row, so our friends and such like that, we all just hung out and had good food and good
Wait a
friendship.
minute, did you not post photos? How come I didn't see
I did post all kinds of pictures.
Well, what the heck? How come I'm not getting my notices like I used to get?
I don't know. Maybe you've hidden me somewhere.
What?
But I get that.
Let me go look. Let me go to during the break.
Yeah. So anybody during the break who wants these tickets for the autumn gift market, just holler. I have 4 of them. If you want all 4, you're welcome to them. If you only want 2, we'll give away the other 2 before the end of the show.
Where'd you post them? On your site or on the...
On mine.
Oh, there they are. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the deer. Look at that.
Yeah. I posted all
I have
kinds
to
of
do
pictures.
something. Maybe if I visit your site more often, then I'll...
Then it comes back up.
That's what I have to do. All right. The phone lines are open. If you want to call Carol Ann, you can do that. We've got a whole half hour left in this show. Remember, Carol Ann does this every Tuesday. It's a volunteer thing. And I know, even though the show's an hour, this has got to be a 3-hour commitment at least for you.
Just about.
Commuting and everything. All right, we'll take a little break and be right back with Carol Ann.
Fox News Radio, I'm Lillian Wu. More details out on the probe into the planned bombings in New York and New Jersey. The suspect captured after a shootout with police in New Jersey yesterday. He's hospitalized, recovering from gunshot wounds, held on more than $5 million bail.
Ultimately, what led investigators to Ahmad Khan Rahami was a handwritten note found near one of the unexploded bombs found on Sunday. Also, a cell phone left behind with personal information on it. The note, though, in fact, made mention of the bombers responsible for the Boston Marathon attack, which also involved homemade pressure cooker bombs similar to the ones discovered in New York and New Jersey.
Fox's Julie Banderas. World leaders gathering at the UN for their annual meeting a day after many of them attended the first ever summit on refugees and migrants, where they approved a declaration to provide more of a response for the displaced. Fox News, we report, you decide.
ADT presents What to Consider When Considering Home Security. An ADT sign is more than a sign. It's a line in the sand. On one side, your family. On the other, an uncertain world.
For over 140 years, more people have chosen ADT to help prevent crime than anyone else. Get ADT starting at just $28.99 a month.
Tested, trusted, proven ADT.
With 36-month contract for licensing and terms and conditions, visit ADT.com.
Hey guys, with Prostate Awareness Month upon us, isn't it time to get serious about healthy prostate function? Face it, the older you get, the more likely you'll have problems which can affect sleep, intimacy, and frequency of urinary urges. That's where Prostate Complete by Real Health comes in. The 1 per day formula is the result of 20 years of experience as a leader in men's health. Available at your local Walmart center and retailers everywhere. Go to prostate1perday.com for special offers. Prostate1perday.com. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
That was the sound of a tree falling. It could be your tree. You're going to have it trimmed, but never got around to calling Pride Tree Service. It could have fallen in a field, and now all you have to do is call Pride Tree Service, and they'll have it quickly out of the way for a great price. But don't wait until the tree falls. It may not fall in the field. It may hit your car, your house, or worse. So call Pride Tree Service today and avoid all those headaches before they happen. Pride Tree Service, 572-2510. That's 572-2510.
Whether you're just starting out in your career or ready to make a change, being a commercial pilot is within your reach. The FAA has predicted that in the next few years, the number of planes in the sky will double, and that means a lot more jobs in aviation. Ocala Aviation has teamed up with an accredited university, enabling you to get a college degree in aviation while training to be a commercial pilot. And with options like financial aid, grants, and scholarships, it's never been a better time to get your new career in aviation started today. For more information, call me at Ocala Aviation, 352-861-7484.
You can't put it off any longer. It's time to replace your home's AC system.
The answer is ACEsolvesItAll.com and an exceptionally efficient AC system. Let the pros at ACE show you how you can save on energy monthly and give your family added comfort. The great thing is that ACEsolvesItAll.com is on call 7 to 7, 7 days a week at no extra charge.
For a limited time, mention WOCA and get a special discount.
Call 877-765-4ACE or ACEsolvesItAll.com.
Located next door to Silver Spring State Park and a few minutes from historic downtown Ocala, our award-winning Holiday Inn Express Hotel and Suites of Silver Springs is a place to stay for a friendly, memorable, and fun experience. Enjoy our fast and free Wi-Fi, complimentary hot breakfast, and free parking. Whether you're in town for work or play, our friendly staff will make you feel right at home. That's the Holiday Inn Express and Suites of Silver Springs, proud sponsor of Friday night Marion County High School football on WOCA, The Source.
Yeah, I'm that drip coming down from the corner of the room. But where did I come from? I'll never tell.
Bone Dry Roofing can and will fix it right the first time using quality materials and will deal honestly and fairly with you, period. You can find Bone Dry Roofing on their website, bonedryroofingllc.com, and Facebook at Bone Dry Roofing LLC. Do it right before your roof needs a tarp to keep the elements out. Bone Dry Roofing stands behind their work to help make your home safe and secure, plus they have financing available. Remember, if you're not bone dry, then you're all wet.
Hi, I'm Big Daddy Don Garlitz, asking you to support adoption by purchasing a Choose Life license plate from your county tag office. You know it costs a lot to give a child life. Many times a woman is forced to make a bad choice because of financial pressures. Help save the lives of the unborn children by aiding women whom choose life instead of abortion. Take a stand for life. Purchase your Choose Life license plate today. For more information, go to chooselife.org or call 352-624-2854.
All right, 25 minutes before 10 o'clock, 76 degrees. By the way, the forecast is calling for a 50% chance we'll see rain today, most likely in the form of an afternoon thunderstorm. And, of course, the rain is important for your garden, and that's what this show is about. Carol Ann is here to talk to you about your garden, so if you have a question or just a comment, the number is 622-9622. Lots of things going on as we enter autumn. What do we decide, tomorrow or?
Well, it's 21 or 22. I never, I think your calendar's showing 22, possibly. Okay. But just while you're looking that up, we also, Robin had brought us in the new Bob Wines ad, and they've got all kinds of stuff going on sale that it's looking great. You know, you're looking for stuff to put in your butterfly garden. They've got some small penta plants, 2 for $5, which are usually $6 a piece.
Wow.
They've got gardenias, the frost-proof gardenia, which, of course, this time of year they're not going to bloom, but you get them in the ground now. Come next late spring, you'll have them blooming like crazy. They've got their fall vegetable plants starting to come in, or these middle ones where you're getting a 4-pack of the veggie plants for $2.99, which are regularly $3.99. It's a good value, as well as some 6-packs, which are $4.50, regularly $5. Now, in 6-packs, unless you really like a whole lot of a certain thing, I go the 4-pack. You pay a little more for them, but unless you're going to go with a friend in on them and share them out, yeah, do the other size.
I think Dan went to Bob Wines and got a few plants for his
Did
home.
he? Great.
Dan and Missy, yes. You do have a phone call? Good morning. Thank you for calling. You're on there with Carol Ann.
Yes, much was made of the fact that we didn't see hardly any love bugs back in May, but they're back. I've seen them in a fair quantity here this month.
Yeah, I did too. On our trip, yes, I did get some love bugs. That's right. I need to get them scrubbed off the car. Yeah, they may be back, so watch your paint job.
They're not in danger of going extinct.
No. Watch your paint job if anybody's not familiar with them.
All right, have a good day, all.
Thank you. You too. You too.
It's people for the ethical treatment of insects that would not want them to be extinct, but the rest of us want them.
Where's the fly swatter? But they're just more of a nuisance, and they can be detrimental to your paint job. They're not going to eat your plants. They're not going to damage anything on your plants. So, just realize they're an annoyance. If you're gonna travel, if you do it earlier in the morning, or late, before 10 a.m., I think they tell you, and after 5 o'clock in the afternoon, you will hit fewer of them. And part of that is the temperature.
Yeah, but have you ever planned your day around love bugs?
Not really, no. It's usually, I have been lucky by accidentally doing that and staying off Payne's Prairie between those times.
Yes.
But because that's a big area to get love bugged in certain areas, I think out on I-75. Running around through town, I don't know if you hit too many of them, but on the other where you're elsewhere, it's just watch your paint job.
Are they limited to Florida, or do you find them in South Carolina or Georgia?
I'm not sure if I've ever seen them. I mean, we saw them on our way and saw them up into the Panhandle there. So I would figure at least in the southern parts of those states, part of Georgia and Alabama, maybe not in the concentrations that we get, or maybe not with 2 seasons, and I'm not sure on that. You may have to ask, has anybody seen love bugs further up than Florida? But they're more of an annoyance. Now, what we had as an annoyance when we were camping, and this is something that that everybody's got to watch out for, was initially mosquitoes. We had one couple that joined us on our trip, and they got there a few days before, and the mosquitoes were bad. So when she told me that, I made sure I picked up extra, DEET and things like that. But the park sprayed. So, and then they were gone.
Right, but did you at the campground? Did you use, and do you like to use the
DEET,
the stuff you spray on your skin?
Yeah. Oh yeah, we used it.
You're okay
because
with that stuff?
Especially because there were biting flies, not the big deer fly or horse flies. These guys were little. These guys were little flies.
Don't you hate them?
That would just you're thinking, oh, house fly, I just shoo him off. No, he doesn't shoo off. He bites you.
No. Really?
Yes.
I don't know about this.
So, and those actually, your best defense on those was the sunscreen we were using.
Oh, really?
Because the oils, it seemed to have stopped them. But the mosquitoes, once they treated, and they were really nice about the way they did it, because we stayed in a state park. They came around with a vehicle with lights on it and such, and anybody sitting outside, they let them know that we're getting ready. Well, when you checked in, that they were going to be spraying that evening, and they came through and let us know that they were getting ready to spray. His next trip around would be spraying. So we went, had the ability to go inside the camper, or you'd go in your tent or something like that, and go hang out till they passed. We gave them a half an hour, and we were back sitting outside. And yes, you had a marked reduction of mosquitoes over the rest of that week. So
was your entire diet made up of things you caught in the ocean?
No. We had no.
Oh, you brought stuff.
Oh yeah, we ate well. We ate well. Yeah, the turkey fryers are great. You fry a turkey, you can eat on it for a couple of days.
Yeah, you can do that. Yeah.
One friend brought an oilless fryer, so we had a nice.
An oilless fryer.
Yeah.
What are you frying it in then?
It's just used in more like a the heat just comes
just
around.
Hot air?
Just it's just like a hot. Kind of, but it only took something like 12 minutes a pound or 7. Not quite as quick as deep fried, but much faster than a roasted turkey.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it was pretty cool. Was yummy. That's all that I know. It was a good trip. But if you're thinking on looking at your fall gardens and things like that, fall vegetables, get them in the ground. If you haven't put tomatoes and peppers back in, do it soon, because you figure we are at the end of September and we do have a tendency to get some cold weather come November. We can get our first expected, here's this crazy woman, this first expected frost date in Marion County is November the 15th. We can expect the possibility of frost at about that time or any time right around there. And I know right now when they're talking that it's going to 90 and with 85% humidity, who's thinking of frost? But it can.
Does the Old Farmer's Almanac seem to agree with the whole global warming thing? Are they going along with their predictions?
I think they're more of a cyclic, because they follow the moon changes and things like that. That it's just that much of it is just normal cyclic weather conditions, and that it may take 100 years before a weather thing changes. So you may not have ever seen it in your lifetime, but it's happened before.
So they just adjusted.
They just adjust, and follow the patterns, the weather patterns, and things like that. I mean, we can. I haven't gotten into too much in weather. It's a little bit of an interest, but it's not something I do a lot of research on. But we usually go through cycles of 7 years of drought, where when it hits its worst point, boom, we're starting to come back up. Or it takes 3 years to hit the bottom and 4 more years to come out of it. And then, we'll run a few more years. It'll be another 3 or 4 good years, and boom, you're running into a drought condition.
Right.
And so it's cyclic. Same way the insects are cyclic. You get the cicadas come out. You get your love bugs, which the love bugs this year, again, in the spring, were unusually light. And, it's hard to say on insect pests and things like that. Sometimes we can, as man, change some of that only because of pesticides we are using. But to change the weather completely, I don't really. I don't believe that. It's too big of an earth, too big of a world.
Almost up to the next break, and the phone lines are open if you have something you would like to say to Carol Ann, or a question to ask about your lawn or your fertilizer or anything of that nature. Is this a good time of year to start the canning process for those who like to do that?
If most people, all their summer harvest has already been put up.
Oh, really?
Yeah, pretty much. I think most everything out of the summer. I mean, you might be looking at some things on preparation for some fall items you might do. I don't know if anybody cans too much of those fall things. There might be a little more tomatoes to be put up if you planted some late tomatoes. Because as you come into the winter months, you're getting your greens coming in, and your broccoli, your cabbage, things like that aren't. I don't think they're canned quite as much, except maybe like a coleslaw, or not a coleslaw, sauerkraut, things like that.
Yeah.
So.
We talked about sauerkraut, right?
Yes, we have talked about sauerkraut.
And it's a probiotic?
The fermentation process makes probiotics.
All right, we'll take a little break and be right back. Carol Ann is here and ready to take your calls. The number is 622-9622, and we've got a 2-minute break. We'll be right back.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. A mixture of sun and clouds with a couple of thunderstorms in the area during the afternoon hours. High of 87 to 89, and then it clears back out tonight, a low of 72 to 75. Tomorrow and Thursday, we'll have another thunderstorm in the afternoon. Otherwise, partly sunny with a high of 88 to 90. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Maggie Johnson.
Attention passengers for Flight 1370. The plane has been delayed at its departure point and will be at least 2 hours late. We apologize for any inconvenience.
Are you serious? It took us over an hour to get here, 2 hours going through security and getting our tickets, and now we have to wait another 2 hours.
Yeah, it's beautiful here, but we're inside this overcrowded airport all day because the plane is stuck in bad weather.
This is the last time we ever do this. When we get back, we're going to Ocala Aviation and getting our pilot's license.
Yeah, we've been talking about that long enough. It's about time we did it. Then we could just fly ourselves and never have to deal with this mess again.
Right. No long lines, no full body groping security, no baggage checks.
Not to mention never losing your luggage. Remind me again why we haven't done that?
Well, we're idiots.
Oh, right.
Attention all passengers for Flight 1370. It looks like the plane is going to be delayed a little bit longer. The airline has lost the pilot's luggage. Isn't it time you got your pilot's license? Call Ocala Aviation today. 352-861-7484. That's 352-861-7484. Hey, you've earned it. Call today.
That was the sound of a tree falling. It could be your tree. You're going to have it trimmed, but never got around to calling Pride Tree Service. It could have fallen in a field, and now all you have to do is call Pride Tree Service, and they'll have it quickly out of the way for a great price. But don't wait until the tree falls. It may not fall in the field. It may hit your car, your house, or worse. So call Pride Tree Service today and avoid all those headaches before they happen. Pride Tree Service, 572-2510. That's 572-2510.
Cookies, 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 cookies. We go cookie eating cookies.
When you want something special and fun for any occasion, get cookies. Cookie in the Paddock Mall in Ocala will make a delicious, fun-filled delight just for you. So next time you're in the mall, stop by King Cookie or call 352-237-2557. KingCookieOcala.com. Customized cookies, cakes, and more. King Cookie.
Eating cookies. We're so happy eating cookies. Cookies!
Stay with us and sleep better at the Sleep Inn and Suites of Ocala Bellevue, located next door to Don Garlett's Museum and a few minutes from Florida Horse Park. Our award-winning, newly refreshed Sleep Inn and Suites offers comfy, clean rooms, free fast Wi-Fi, and service with a smile. Start your day with a deluxe hot breakfast and unwind in our heated outdoor pool. Our convenient 24-hour fitness and business centers allow you to stay on track whether you're here to play or to work. That's Sleep Inn and Suites Ocala Bellevue, proud sponsor of Marion County High School football.
All right, 12 minutes before 10 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in this Tuesday. And Carol Ann Baldwin is here. In the Garden with Carol Ann is the name of the program. And, of course, we do this. Carol Ann does this every week.
Yes, we do. We all do this. You know, the listeners, everybody, any of the contributors that are there.
Right, and a quick promotion of the Facebook that you created, Facebook page.
Right.
That kind of dovetails with this, so you can hear on the radio and see the pictures on the Facebook page.
Right. And if anybody has, if you want to be a part of that, just ask to join the page. It's just a closed group in order to prevent outside people, trying to sell sunglasses.
Right,
it's not.
right.
If it was somebody trying to selling garden tools, maybe I'd let them on anyway. But just have to be a little more selective. And with a closed group, that's a lot easier to do.
Just go to In the Garden, right?
In the Garden, it's a Facebook group page. And if you have any questions that you don't have time to call, you're at work, you're not allowed to call. You can throw off a quick question, or be able to send the photograph of that pest or problem, or the pretty flower that you just want to share with us.
I went to the page just now and I remembered something I wanted to tell you. Last week we ran a rebroadcast.
Right.
And in last week's rebroadcast, you were talking about the bat houses.
Yeah.
And so it looked like Kathy.
Kathy had put us on a.
to give some plans.
Yeah.
To make a bat house. That's kind of cool.
That is, because we had been talking about the bats, how to encourage them into your home, your landscape.
Yeah.
And actually, the other I think that was last night. We were sitting out, or the night before, we're sitting outside, and we have a bat that visits over our yard. We only ever managed to see one.
Really?
There may be more than one, but you only ever notice one flip by at a time. So there could be more than one. I would hope there is. Nearby, and it is that I don't know where they're staying. I don't know where they live. We had one back in the early summer, actually in my husband's shed/office kind of thing, and it left after a couple of days, and I think it had just gotten lost and maybe needed to rest or something like that, and decided it would find a different place to set up home. I just don't think I have enough open area to encourage them to nest on my property. I think they're out further, probably closer to the pond out there, the 32nd Street, all the retention areas that have been built and the natural pond out there, that I think they're probably on those areas, but I don't know where they make their home. But if you can encourage, there's all kinds of ways of encouraging wildlife into your landscape. The bats are helpful because they'll eat the mosquitoes. Purple martins are another one to try to encourage, but again, you need to have an open area, because purple martins, they are a social bird with people. They consume tons of mosquitoes and I believe other insects also, but they too take a specialized housing in order to encourage them to come in and stay. Your other birds and things like that, of course, they're going to eat some insects. They're going to eat seeds and things.
So I have a question about bats. Bats are mammals, right?
Bats are mammals, yeah.
And that means they give birth.
They live birth, and they nurse their.
And they nurse.
Yes.
So, have you ever seen a baby bat? How big are they before they start flying around?
Probably can't. When you figure our little southern bat isn't, I don't think, as big as a deck of cards.
Oh, so it could be a bug.
It could be like the size of the end of your thumb.
So if a baby bat could be the size of a bug.
Yeah. And
Really?
I don't think that they're flying right away. They probably stay home and until they're big
graduate
enough.
from high school.
Right. Yeah, stay on your insurance till they're 26. But they're fairly small. The southern brown bat is. I've seen them up close. Had one accidentally get in the house years ago, and
really,
we had to butterfly net him out. And he's, like I said, his wings made him much bigger, but his body couldn't have been much bigger than a deck of cards, maybe. And one time rescued one out of the swimming pool.
Except for in a zoo, or I think in Busch Gardens one time, I've really never seen a bat up close.
Now, we had one fall or crash into the pool that we rescued out of there.
Was it swimming?
It was trying to float. We got him out.
Did you see that video of that bat swimming?
I think I did.
A few weeks ago?
Yeah. Well, I know that I never knew hawks swim also. But
hawks can swim?
Yeah, because I thought the hawk was flailing about again in same pool. and we're going, what do we do with that? He's big. My little dip net, I don't want to get that close to him. And no, he was swimming and bathing in the swimming pool.
I had an owl outside my window. Somewhere out there. I could hear him through the window.
Yes.
I don't know exactly where he was, but it sounded like he was right there. He must have been close.
Right. And they've been making some noise lately, but again, here it is coming into the autumn season that you'll start to hear them. They're quiet other times.
So what are they actually saying? Are they saying I want a mate? Like they're looking for sex, or
they're looking for food, or
but
combination?
Would they say I'm looking for food? I'm looking for food.
Food.
Food. Anybody have some food?
Or I don't know. The hawks seem to scream every time that they're going after food, or just communicating where they're at, positioning. And where's the kids? They're over there, and I think they could be. The owls and things like that seem to take longer, and hawks to fledge. They're a bigger bird, so they take longer. They're not just a little 30-day and kick them out of the nest kind of thing that right now they could even be fledging them. But you don't hear the owls fly, but you'll see a shadow go over.
The connection between the wildlife and the garden, though, it's interesting because some people intentionally grow things because they want to attract animals.
Right.
Do any plants attract bats, or would the plant attract the bug and the bug attract the bat?
You're moreover attracting things that would make it attractive. The bats, you're not really doing anything on planting or even water feature or anything like that, because they're going to find the insects no matter what. They're traveling, they're night feeders, and they're going to travel at that point, and they're going to find them.
It looks like you have a phone call. Good morning. You're on there with Carol Ann.
Hi, good morning, Carol.
Good morning.
This is Mike McCoy.
Yeah.
I live in I like to think, one of the best communities in the Ocala area. It's called Crystal Lakes.
Okay.
And then nobody knows where it is. It's over by Lake Diamond off of American by the golf course.
Okay.
Well, Lake Diamond has, in the past, 2 or 3 months have completely devastated a huge area of the forest over there that around the golf course. The golf course just sort of mingled in and around the through the forest out there, and we have a huge amount of animals in there. And they have gone in and completely destroyed the whole forest area. They're doing a building, I think, 150 homes in that area.
Wow.
And so we have, the other night I came home, I had 5 deer sleeping in my front yard.
Oh, my goodness.
And we have owls. I mean, I have seen such a increase of animals in my backyard.
Sure.
And so it's unfortunate that they had to go in there and do this. I guess progress, right? But
that's sometimes that happens.
I can't imagine how much forest. I know they must have taken 100,000 trees out of there.
Oh,
but the forest is gone. It's completely gone now.
Right.
I mean, you can see from before what you only saw forest was just completely gone. You can see from one end of the golf course to the other down this big swath where it looks like they used a lawnmower and went down through there. But the animals that are coming out, and they have just the deer have completely. They have devoured my wife's roses and they definitely love the loquat trees.
Oh, they got into those as well, huh?
Oh, they have completely just devoured them. I mean, they're stripped them down to the ground.
Wow.
And so the only thing I mean, I don't want to, I wouldn't harm a deer. I don't need to prove anything to go out and kill a deer.
No, they're just beautiful to watch.
Yeah. And I love the idea of waking up in the morning and looking out of my bedroom window and seeing deer grazing in my backyard. Cool. That sort of appeals to me for some reason.
Sure.
But can you suggest something to keep the deer out of the flowers and out of the... I love them to stay in the backyard, but, don't eat my plants.
Don't eat your plants.
Can you suggest spraying the plants with something that wouldn't harm them?
There are some repellents out there. How well they're going to work long term, I'm not real sure. There's some repellents. There's some granulated as well as some liquids that you can spray in areas. A lot of those are like a hot pepper based or it's sensory. You can look online and probably buy coyote urine. Again, it works as a repellent. Not going to hurt them. It's not going to be something that's going to stink to you or I. The only other thing you could do would be to, like fence over your plants, and that's not usually an attractive option. In too many cases, and because they do love the roses. I didn't know they would eat the loquat trees, but apparently they will. And
strip them right down to the nub.
Wow, yeah, and doing a little research on deer resistant plants, because there are some plants they won't graze. And many times they are labeled when you go looking for plants, but I'd be looking online so you came up with a list of them beforehand, and whether or not you might be able to plant behind some of these same plants.
I see. Yeah. Okay. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Good information.
Thank you. Good call. Wow, it's already done.
The hour is over.
It's always so fast.
It is.
Thank you, Carol Ann. Be careful heading back to Lady Lake.
But I get to do a little shopping first, and then, yes, I got to go back down to Lady Lake.
All right. Well, thank you for doing this. We love this show.
I enjoy it.
And remember, these shows are all recorded, and don't forget to go to the In the Garden Facebook page that Carol Ann started. And you can do this 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
That's right. Ask a question anytime.
We'll be right back.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Fox News Radio, I'm Lillian Wu. Ahmed Rahami being held on more than $5 million bond, but investigators probing whether anyone helped in the planned bombings in New York and New Jersey.
A government source told Fox News that a note with Arabic symbols and writing was found with one of the unexploded devices. The source said the symbols were described as kind of typical of ISIS.
Fox's Catherine Herridge.
Despite these very public statements at yesterday's news conference, two sources said the view among rank-and-file investigators in New York, New Jersey, as well as at the federal level here in Washington, is that the search is not over and they are working on the premise there are others who supported Rahami until proven otherwise.
Gas prices continue their climb in many southern states after a pipeline leak in Alabama, according to AAA. And a fund for Florida nightclub shooting victims now holds more than $26 million in donations. Fox News, we report, you decide.
ADT presents What to Consider When Considering Home Security. An ADT sign is more than a sign. It's a line in the sand. On one side, your family. On the other, an uncertain world.
For over 140 years, more people have chosen ADT to help prevent crime than anyone else. Get ADT starting at just $28.99 a month.
Tested, trusted, proven ADT.
With 36-month contract for licensing and terms and conditions, visit ADT.com.
Hey guys, with Prostate Awareness Month upon us, isn't it time to get serious about healthy prostate function? Face it, the older you get, the more likely you'll have problems which can affect sleep, intimacy, and frequency of urinary urges. That's where Prostate Complete by Real Health comes in. The 1 per day formula is the result of 20 years of experience as a leader in men's health. Available at your local Walmart center and retailers everywhere. Go to prostate1perday.com for special offers. Prostate1perday.com. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Council. Today in Florida Ag News, I'm a Southeast AgNet. Well, the planned Bayer-Monsanto merger announced last week is raising concerns by many in agriculture. Some feel the research key to developing new seed traits and other breakthroughs could be slowed. The Washington Post has reported the $66 billion Bayer-Monsanto deal could reshape farming, further concentrating the nation's seed and agrochemical industry while reducing choice and stifling innovation needed to feed a growing world. American Farm Bureau senior economist Bob Young will testify at a Senate hearing this week on industry consolidation and predicts some possible issues with genetic licensing.
You're probably going to need to get down and look at individual chemistries, individual seed trait licensing, et cetera, say who controls how much in some of those, and, maybe come back and talk about requiring some divestiture of some of these lines.
But with 4 other major consolidation deals in the works, economists are questioning whether there's too much consolidation in agriculture.
Hey, what's up, produce farmers? It's Percival, the powdery mildew, just strolling up to your fields, getting ready to spread my mildew all over your strawberry, watermelon, and squash crops. Oh, and I'm on a group chat here with my fellow disease friends who are about to get all fungal on onion and blueberry crops, too. Hey, and there's nothing you can do to keep us out of your precious, wait!
At 10:44 a.m., Percival, the powdery mildew, and his fellow pathogens were prevented